Hi, my name's Jonny, and today we are taking a break from playing, from writing, from recording, to bring you a little special, little MTV Cribs style behind the scenes video to take a look at how I make videos on this channel. Now, a couple of you have asked in the past if you can take a look at my studio, and using that word is a very loose term because I don't really consider it a studio. It's more just my creation station, I call it. So behind me here is the room that I do everything in. I'm very lucky to have my partner, Lily, let me have this room. So let's go have a look. It's like some kind of horrible experiment is going on behind the scenes. This is the room where the magic happens. Let's start over on the left. I have this incredible cabinet which I got in a charity shop for like £10 or something like that, and my god, it is perfect for this for this position. It's got drawers I wanted, cupboard to fit all my camera gear and any like extra parts or things like that that I've got lying around, or any boxes. It's so good for that. My wonderful toolbox, which comes with me to every single gig that I do. It's really just a house for backing track stuff. You know, we've got random stuff in here as well. Batteries, iPod, and then just, I mean, I'm really sorry, it's a bit of a mess at the minute. A little mixer for a backing track, and then all the necessary cables. But one thing that sits next to this, which is normally inside here, but I always keep out for easy access, is my little wash bag. And this is my guitar toolkit. So in here, in this knackered old bag, are the things that I need to do things like do a setup. So I've got microfiber cloth, normal cloth, for cleaning the neck, things like that. If ever I've played a sweaty gig and the back of the neck is feeling a bit gross, or I can feel like little bits on it, going over it with a microfiber cloth, oh, just sorts it right out. Then I've got some pliers for doing string changes, all my different Allen keys and screwdrivers, and this is where I keep my lemon oil as well, and also an old t-shirt sleeve. The red theme is really strong here, so I just add a bit of that on my sleeve, and then that's how I then apply it onto the fretboards. The wide angle performance shots you see of me playing are normally with the camera sat on this CD-ROM Star Wars game, which I also got from a charity shop. So there's just a little fun fact for you. Now this space is a bit of a dead space. I just store my ring light here. Really basic, cheap ring light that I use for like lighting the side of my face. If I've got like a bit of a warm glow I can add on here. It's never in shot, and I don't use it for like selfies or anything like that. It's normally just like off to the side to give me a bit of colour. This washed out boy, a bit of colour. I am painfully aware that there's nothing on the wall here, and it brings me great sadness. I do want to get some art and stuff up here, or maybe some shelves I can put more stuff on. And also something that will absorb the sound maybe behind these speakers, because there is a bit of space to play with that I could put something in there to kind of improve the sound of this room. Then we move over to the desk. Now this is technically where all the magic happens. So on my 2017 iMac, which has been upgraded with an SSD and more memory, I'm running Premiere for editing videos and Logic as my DAW of choice. I just find it so user-friendly and I just love it. Now I did want to get some speaker stands, but I'm a bit of a cheapskate, as you know, and I was also conscious about how much room it would take up. I didn't want to get ones that go on the floor. I haven't got any floor space. And I had these pop figures lying around. And so, look, you just make the room more colourful. With these, they just act as speaker stands, and it's so much better. I've even got like this old shoebox with boxes in it to prop up my Mac so it's at the right height. In my day job, I do a couple of days working from home, and obviously throughout the pandemic as well, lots of working from home. So having my monitor at the right height is just so much better for my back and for my eyes. I quite like having a really simple setup, and it doesn't get much simpler. I mean, I guess maybe with the single one, but this is the old Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. Never had a problem with it. It's got 2 inputs. That's all I need really. And so one of those is the microphone, which is going into up in here into the Rode NG2. I think this one is. I mean, this is great because I can have it a dynamic mic for recording, or I can kind of position it how I want for any kind of podcast recording as well. I do want to get a new mic for podcast recording, maybe one of the Shure ones, but I'm not too sure. So the other input is obviously where I put all of my basses into, and what I used to do is run a cable out of here and all underneath, all out the bottom and into my pedal board, and where the Line 6 HX Stomp was sitting. But now the Line 6 HX Stomp is just going direct into it from the output, and then the input of here is leading, please ignore all of this, is going to a cable down here that I can then just plug into the bass or plug into the pedal board if I want something else on there. I've got this really cheap little MIDI keyboard. The weight on the keys is really nice, and I'm mainly tracking drums through this, honestly. I'm a bit of a weirdo, and I actually like to play the drums in, and then I'll go in and make sure it's all in time. Obviously, I have neighbours, so I can't go blasting the KRKs all that loudly. So when I need to turn the volume down, or I'm working late at night, I like to use these Sony headphones. They're noise cancelling, one's Bluetooth wireless, but I really like having the wire here, so I can plug it straight into the headphone out, and then I've got silent recording. Talking about speakers, I had a few comments be like, KRKs, what? So I'd love to hear your recommendations. What speakers are you using for your monitors at home? I don't really have a problem with these. I like them. I do quite like the white coned Yamahas that you can get. But yeah, if you've got any recommendations, then please let me know. So up here is where the camera normally lives, and this is where it sits when I'm recording video. I'm sat in this chair. This is what I see when you see me like this. This is what I see. I've got my new external monitor so I can see myself on there, see what it looks like. This is the Sony Alpha A6300, so a really old model now, with a Sigma 30mm lens on it. This lens is beautiful. I really like it, and most of the time I'm using this lens, if not the slightly wider angle Sony one. Like I said, I am a cheapskate, and that is why this is like YouTuber starter pack Amazon special light, and I originally had 2, but I don't really need 2, so I sold the other one to a friend. It's pretty good. It's done me well. It kind of precariously sits on top of my really ergonomically shaped desk, but it's perfect for videos. And I recently got this lamp which I can position anywhere I want. Now, I only use this if I need a bit of extra light, or for instance, if I'm sat down playing over here, I can highlight a little bit extra with some more light and point it towards myself a bit. So it gives me just a bit more to play with. So moving down under the desk, ignore all of this. All of this you can ignore. I'm in the middle of kind of rejigging my pedal board. I've got a couple of bits on the way that I'm going to put on there, and this is kind of a work in progress. Like I said, the cable that's coming out of here that I plug into is this one here. You can see it's going behind the desk. This is super handy, but I do need to sort this out. But you don't see any of that, so it's fine. Okay, moving up to the angle that you guys normally see. You're normally just seeing like a tiny fraction of this. On the wall to the left is my main 6-stringer. I can't believe that this is even getting the light of day on the channel. It is the Dan Electro 59X. Number 1, just look at that. It's so cool looking, I think. It's so weird, but I really like that. It's chambered, so it's got this really nice resonance to it. It's got this splittable lipstick humbucker, so you can pull the tone knob out and get loads of different sounds from it. And this kind of angled hybrid P90 / single coil. It's kind of a mix between the two, so it's just a bit of a chunkier single coil in the neck, For me, if I'm going to have one guitar, it's got to have a humbucker and it's got to have some kind of single coil or P90 situation in the neck. They're just my favourite configuration and the most versatile for me as a bass player making demos at home. So nothing really to talk about up here. It's just where I keep loads of boxes of stuff and pedals that are going to feature in the future. I've had that pedal for about 6 months now and I really need to get around to doing a video on it. Oh no, Kevin's fallen over. Looper pedal that I got from my friend Sam for Christmas. This is a really cheap looper pedal, but it does what it says on the tin. It's a looper pedal, so it's awesome. I want to start using these more as lights or get some better ones because they're battery powered, but they don't really look that great on camera. So I want to get something else to light this up, and then also a light to light up the guitars as well, because I was going to get some kind of unit down here, but honestly, I use this space way too much to put anything there. Moving on to, I'm sure what you all want to just see is the wall of guitars. This, I'll put a link in the description to where you can buy one of these in the UK. It's a seller on Etsy that makes all different sizes of guitar racks and then also sells these with it. And yeah, it's so good. It's my favorite thing about this room. Just a quick run through of what I've got here at the minute. We have got the Gretsch Junior Jet Electromatic G2220 short scale bass, the G&L SB2, which we recently did a video on, then my currently stringless Sterling Ray 24CA. I'm tempted to put some flats on this and this. What have you done to me? Video will be coming out on this bad boy hopefully next week. It is the Cort / Sandberg Arona humbucker in the bridge, single coil in the neck, and then finishing it off with the Jackson Spectra 5-string that I've got there. So I've kind of got all bases, pun fully intended, all bases covered. Although I do kind of want a fretless now, which is... What's happened to me? What's happened? It's dangerous territory. So yeah, here is my creation station. If you've got any questions or any recommendations for things that you think I can improve, or things you like to see on this channel, or anything, then please drop it in the comment section down below. There's definitely lots of things I want to keep doing to this room and lots more bases that I want to get hanging up on that wall as well. Also let me know if you want to see more like, almost like vlogish style content. I quite enjoy making it, and if you want to see it, then we'll do it. If you don't want to see it, then fine, I guess. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.